This was an interview for a company worth $3 billion a year. The moment candidates got their test papers, they were stunned. The entire sheet was blank. Everyone fell into confusion, having no clue what the interview questions were supposed to be. Just then, Jesse started writing on his test paper. Immediately, security unceremoniously escorted him out. Moments earlier, the examiner had announced 3 rules, the first being, don't dirty your test paper. Seeing this, everyone else quickly put down their pen. Who would have thought that writing counted as dirtying the paper? So how were they supposed to answer? While everyone was at a loss, a man named Nick started laughing. He tentatively struck up a conversation with the person next to him and stood up to walk around. When he noticed the guards didn't react, he knew he'd guessed right. The second rule only said you couldn't talk to examiners or security. It didn't say anything about moving around or talking to other candidates. After some discussion, Lucy suggested the papers might have been treated with invisible ink that needed a special method to reveal the text. Everyone held their papers up to the light, but nothing appeared. Nick immediately smashed one of the wall lights. The emergency lights came on. Excited, they quickly pulled out their papers to experiment, but disappointingly, the illuminated papers still showed no change. Someone else thought they might not have found the right color. Maybe there were other lights in the room. Sure enough, Lucy suddenly noticed another type of light fixture on the wall that wasn't turned on. Realizing this might be what they needed, they quickly smashed all the emergency lights in the room. The next second, an orange light filled the space. But after testing, the questions still didn't appear on the papers. Nick figured if lights didn't work, they should try liquids. He tore other people's papers in half, had David try saliva, while he tested urine. Still nothing. They were running out of time. Lucy suggested the overhead sprinkler system might contain a liquid that would reveal the text. She grabbed a lighter from a guard's pocket and slowly moved it toward the fire alarm, but the flame was too small to trigger it. Nick handed Lucy a test paper. She immediately lit it on fire and moved it closer to the alarm, finally setting it off. Water began spraying from overhead, but the papers still showed nothing. Then Lucy suddenly realized her test paper was gone. Nick had set her up. She'd burned her own paper. Security eliminated her immediately. The third rule stated no one could leave the exam room before the countdown ended. This gave Nick a devious idea. After a struggle, he managed to get the guard's gun. The other candidates had no choice but to leave the room. Now, Nick was alone. He asked the examiner if the interview was over. The next second, security threw him out too.